If you don't subscribe, this rosy maple moth might give you a visit. Even though two states in Germany exist, they're not foreign countries to each other. Their relations with each other can only be of a special kind. The Berlin Wall was built by German Democratic Republic during the Cold War to prevent its population from escaping Soviet-controlled East Berlin to West Berlin, which was controlled by the major Western Allies. Even though Berlin was located entirely within the Soviet part of the country, about 100 miles from the border between Eastern and Western occupation zones, the Yalta and Potsdam agreements split the city into similar sectors. The Soviets took the eastern half, while the other allies took the western. In today's episode, we have some rare pictures of the rising of the Berlin Wall. Let's get started. East German soldiers set up barbed wire barricades at the border separating East and West Berlin on August 13, 1961. West Berlin citizens watched the work. They don't seem very worried. Workers set up a sign warning pedestrians they are leaving the American sector of Berlin on Wiener Street in the district of Kreuzberg in the West Berlin on August 13, 1961. In the background is the Berlin Wall that divides the East and West Berlin. A German family attempting to flee East Berlin, which was unexpectedly cut off from the West Berlin on August 13, 1961. Two young residents of East Berlin who managed to leave their sector of the city just before the border closed. They ran across in just their bathing suits. Residents of West Berlin gave them blankets and cigarettes. "19-year-old East German guard Konrad Schumann escaping to West Berlin during the construction of the Berlin Wall, August 15, 1961. An East German soldier ignores orders to let no one pass and helps a little boy to cross the newly formed Berlin Wall. The boy was found on the opposite side from his family. A young East Berliner works on a concrete wall that was later topped by barbed wire at a sector border in the divided city on August 18, 1961. People's Police stand guard in the background as another worker mixes cement. Two East German builders add broken glass to the top of freshly built Berlin Wall to prevent East Berliners from escaping. 22nd August 1961. Tracks of the Berlin Elevated Railroad stop at the border of the American sector of Berlin on August 26, 1961. Beyond the fence, the communist-ruled East Berlin side, the tracks has been removed. Two West Berlin girls talk to their grandparents in East Berlin, 1961. West Germans peer over part of newly constructed Berlin Wall while waiting for relatives to return from the eastern sector, August 1961. Friends reach across a barrier to touch each other. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. and hit the like button if you like this video. Residents of West Berlin show their children to their grandparents living in East Berlin, 1961. A crowd of West Berliners gathers at the newly erected Berlin Wall, while an East German soldier patrols on the other side, August 1961. Another group of angry West Berliners gathering near the newly built Berlin Wall. West Berliners angered by taunts from the East Berlin police, so they throw rocks at them, August 1961. Frida Solz escapes out of the window of her flat in September 1961. Her apartment building was designated to be in East Berlin, while the street in front of the building was in West Berlin. Another woman is lowered on a rope from a window in Bernauer Street to escape into western sector of Berlin on September 10, 1961. Communist People's Police officers string barbed wire along a fence between East and West Berlin in September 1961. Under the eye of Communist People's policemen, East Berlin workers with a power shovel destroy one of a number of cottages and single-family houses along a sparsely settled stretch on the East-West Berlin boundary in October 1961. A refugee runs during an attempt to escape from East German part of Berlin to West Berlin by climbing over the Berlin Wall on October 16th. A 17-year-old East Berlin youth is held down from the Berlin Wall by two friendly West Berlin police officers after he climbed over to freedom. Russian and American tanks face each other at the Friedrichstraße checkpoint in Berlin during the construction of Berlin Wall, October 28, 1961. Barbed wire on the west side of Brandenburg Gate put up a safety measure by the British, photographed in November 1961. An East German border policeman uses binoculars while standing guard on one of the bridges linking East and West Berlin.